Rolling. Okay. So we're live, guys. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. And welcome the gang, the YouTube gang. Welcome the TikTok gang. Um, Today's conversation is talking mostly about pain that we encounter in our lives. I have met a lot of people. I've been near a lot of people who seemingly look so decent. They look neat. They smile every day. They look excellent. You see them on social media, their pictures, their photos, what they share is so inspiring. What they share is something glamorous. They eat well. You see them going to good hotels. You see them going to parties. We have so many friends that gives us all the things that we want to see. But the truth is a lot of people are suffering outside here. That's why I always tell each and every person that the moment you step outside your door, be as kind as you can. Try to be very kind to every person that you meet because most often we do not know what other people are passing through. That guy who is helping you to push your car that is stuck on the mat, you might not know what he's going through. That guy that maybe you meet on the road asking you for a bottle of water, you might not know. Sometimes, someone is asking you for water that cost maybe some few coins, and you're wondering, this is just a man. How dare this guy ask me for a bottle of water? I have seen some people, trying to ask others, like, how is it so difficult for them to make things work out for them? Like, why do they keep on asking for things? Why do they keep on begging people to do them things? But I will tell you something. People are going through a lot outside here. Some of the people that you see that their lives are looking so glamorous, it is not what you are seeing on papers. It is not what you are seeing on social media. People are going through a lot outside here, my friends. And therefore, we need to be kind to people. But now, we have to be kind to the people who are going through a lot. But let me now speak to that person who is going through a lot in his life. I know there is someone right now who is going under a divorce. He's still thinking whether to go ahead with it. I know there is someone who is thinking to break up with their boyfriends or girlfriends. I know there is someone who is wondering, where is this job going to come from? And I know there is someone who is wondering, God, now that today I got a bread and we ate with my family, what about tomorrow? They do not know where food is going to come from tomorrow. Today they were so lucky somebody came and somebody helped them. Somebody squared it and made them at least to have something for themselves. Why do people pass through a lot? I have seen people comment on my post and asking themselves, why it's always me? Why are my friends always feeling good? Why are my friends, enjoying life? But I am never enjoying life. Every time I start something, there are some things that are just going apart. Every time I feel like I want to change my life, life changes me instead of me changing my life. I want to advise you today, guys. Pain is a very important part of our lives. You must embrace pain. You must understand that there is always a meaning, there is always something that God is trying to show you through pain. Pain is not easy to take. Pain is not something that we can celebrate. But the truth is, when you overcome the pain of the flesh, when you overcome the pain that you feel inside you, something better comes at the end of the day. Most of the people have missed opportunities because we fear to endure pain. Most of the people have missed opportunities because they expect things to happen in the way they are anticipating them. You want to go to school, you want to graduate, and you want to get a job. It doesn't happen like that. There are people who have been on the line of searching for a job for years, and you just graduated. You just joined people. You just joined the group. You just joined the squad. It is going to take you some time. You are wondering why you're not getting married. Your friends are married. You're wondering why things are not working on your life and other people's things are just right. I'll tell you something. A lot of people try to use others to mirror their lives. Most of us today try to compare our lives with the lives of the people that are closer to us, the people we can see with our eyes. But I want to tell you something today, my brothers and sisters. People hide a lot outside there. Every person that you see, even the one who is driving that Mercedes Benz, that person who is driving a Lamborghini, yes, he's shouting, and Lamborghini is making a lot of noise and passing you at a high speed. But what that person is going through when he sits down alone is a lot. There are people who have been so successful and they have even started building, some apartments and investing in their plots. And the moment they have erected their house and the building has gone to something like around 30 stories or even 15 or even 20, this building comes down. We all thought they are successful, they have money, they have invested, they are now building. You've erected your building to a point where it is at around 30 story. It's at the step of maybe finishing and this building comes down. These are pain. These are things that we never see. We only see the products. Most of the people don't tell us how difficult it is to make the things they are making. People show us results. No one tells us how difficult it is to find the results that they are finding. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, when you feel that your life is so tough, when you feel that things are not working, that is how it is to others as well. That is the same thing other people are feeling. Remember, we have stages of life. There is someone outside there that just a small bottle of water is a gold to their lives. There is someone who is only asking God for a bottle of water. There is someone that is asking God for a crate of water. There is someone that is asking God for a tank of water. So all these people are in problems. But when the person with asking for a bottle of water sees the person asking for a tank of water, they might feel that these other people are enjoying life. And that is what makes most of us feel like our lives are not enjoyable like other people's life. I have seen women go through a lot. I have seen women, trying to start prostitution, to sleep with a lot of men just to wear certain clothes. I have seen women give up their bodies to people to misuse it just because they want to pay their own rent. Maybe you have some friends, you went to school together, you graduated together, and you've been looking for a job, but you've never found a job. And you find that your friends are living a life. They don't have a job, but they're living a life. They're paying their own rent. You graduated together, you're wondering, what did I do? What happened in my life? Why am I not getting what other people are getting? But you're not asking them, how are you managing to pay your own rent? You're wondering why you are not lucky. You see, this is what takes our energy. Instead of us now struggling to focus on how we can make our lives better, we focus on why somebody is feeling better, and yet we are not feeling better. Someone is wondering why it is so difficult to live alone and find a life that they want. Yet other people who are closer to them, some of them, they are even earning more than them, but they're living life that is so great and so gracious. One day I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and the guy was asking me that, John, I've worked for almost 15 years now, but I do not know why I am not living a life like other people. You see, this guy just started working yesterday. Now he's driving a car. I've never bought a car of my own, and I don't know why. And I told him, brother, let me remind you something. Have you checked on what you are doing? Have you checked on your responsibilities? Have you checked on the things that you have achieved? Think about those kids you've been paying school fees for, the kids who are now graduating because of you. Don't you see that this is the life you have to celebrate? This guy who started working yesterday is driving a car. That is what he has to celebrate. But you have been working for it. This guy started working yesterday, yes. But what are his responsibilities? What kind of responsibilities does he have? We run very fast to start comparing our lives with the lives of some people who are living a life that we cannot define. Pain is something that is going to open up your life. Pain must be used to accelerate our future. Pain must open up your mind to realize that, there is something that is happening in me, and I need to understand that this pain is not meant to kill me. I have never seen a child that is born and start to walk without falling down. And falling down is not something very interesting. When a child falls down and stands up, that is pain. But children don't stop trying to stand up because they are falling down. And remember, that's a child. For a child to stand and start walking, they have to fail. They have to fall down again and again. In fact, some of them even break their jaws. Some of them break their teeth. Some of them get bruises. But the child will not stop. You'll still see them holding on to something and trying to wake up. Why do we always forget about where we started as a human being? Why do we forget where we started? When you are born, life starts to become hard just immediately you are born. Let me tell you something, guys. Everything is risky. If you decide that you don't want to endure pain, you want to avoid and you want to use shortcuts, it is risky to go for shortcuts. When you want to endure pain and take the pain and go the long cut and get the result, it is risky to do it. When you were born, it was risky for your mother to give birth to you. When you were conceived, it was risky for them to be on a bed that they did not know whether it will break and fall down with them. Remember, when you start to talk, it is risky because you don't know who you are going to interfere with, who you are going to make angry, who you are going to make sad, who you are going to make happy. You do not know. So everything around here is risky. When you get a job, you celebrate that you have gotten a job, but you do not know what this job is going to do. You do not know which kind of a manager you are going to get in your line of duty. You do not know whether you are going to be paid or not. You do not know whether you will be fired within the first 3 months of probation or not. Everything is risky. We must learn to embrace pain. We must learn to know and understand how pain accelerates us, how pain gives us the atmosphere of becoming better. Pain is the generation of every fertile thing. Pain gives us the way to see greatness. Pain opens the door that have never been opened. Today I was watching one of the videos of a very good mentor that I follow so much on Facebook from Kenya called Burale. And Burale was talking about patterns that have been laid there, some things that are protecting us from achieving what we are supposed to be achieving. Burale was teaching about some of the patterns that are coming from our families. There are some things that our families did in the past, and these things are still following us to today. We do not know how to run away from them. Maybe your family, no one has ever been married and succeeded in their marriage. Maybe in your family, no one has ever studied or went to school and graduated with a degree or a certificate. Maybe perhaps in your family, no one has ever graduated and went and found a job. Maybe in your family, no woman gets married and leaves. Those are patterns. And these patterns come with pain. And we must embrace them and understand that, we are the generation that has to end all these calamities, all these kinds of pains, all these kind of things that, distract us from making the achievements that you're supposed to make. There are some people who have tried to get married 10 times, 20 times. You have tried, and every time you get married, that is when your life starts to get into hell. The time you're not married, the time you don't have a man in your life, the time you don't have a woman in your life, everything is fine. Once you have invested in yourself, once you have done everything and you now feel like, this is the time now I need to get that woman into my life. This is the time now I need to get that man into my life. The moment that man comes, instead of celebrating, instead of enjoying life with your husband, that is where pain starts. It calls for a lot of reconciliation with self. It calls for a lot of going back to see and to talk to God to find out where the problem is. It is pain and everything is risky. Without pain, you can never achieve whatever you want to achieve. People who understand why some people are successful and others are not are people who believes in failure. People who believe that you have to fail for you to get better. If you don't fail, if you don't feel that pain, if you don't feel that pinch on your back, if you don't sacrifice something, nothing happens. Let me tell you guys, there is no relationship that succeeds without pain. There is no relationship in this life that succeeds without pain. And somebody will be asking me that why should I endure pain in a relationship? Listen, pain is a sacrifice. Remember, when you are in a relationship, you are sacrificing a lot of people to be with only one person. That is pain. You are sacrificing your style of dancing. You're sacrificing your style of wearing, your style of dressing, your style of talking. You're sacrificing your style of, moving out freely without anyone asking you questions. Going out the side there, traveling, going for a vacation without anyone expecting you to be back at a certain time. That is pain. I'm trying to help you understand that pain is needed in our life, and pain is what makes us better and wonderful. Without pain, you can never succeed. If you cannot sacrifice your friends, you can never be in a relationship. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your friends. Sometimes you have to sacrifice clubbing. Sometimes you have to sacrifice alcohol that was your good friend. Sometimes you have to sacrifice going to those parties that was something that is so good to you. And that is pain. Pain is not just something that is, scratching your body. Pain is having to not get that thing that has always been giving you comfort. And it is said that when you are in a comfort zone, you don't grow. Success comes to those people who understand how to move away from their comfort zones and make some sacrifices and risks that perhaps sometimes you do not even understand what is coming tomorrow, but you just make that risk of doing it because you understand that, as long as I stay here, nothing is going to change. Steve Harvey says that, yes, you can get to hell. But you see, a foolish person is that person who wants to stay in hell. Sometimes life can take you to hell. Pain can be too much, like somebody is commenting that mine is too much, please. Pain can be too much, but remember, when you give up, when pain is too much, you are giving up in hell. You are remaining in hell, and nobody wants to stay on hell. when pain is too much, the question you want to ask yourself is, how can I get solution out of this pain? People look at pain, they don't look at solutions. They don't ask themselves questions that, how can I remove this pain from myself? The thing that people talk about is, I have pain. I have pain. My husband is cheating. My wife is cheating. I have, oh my God. If someone is asking whether this is recorded, someone guide me how I can record this. Sanish, you can go to my YouTube channel. This video is available on my YouTube channel. It is there recorded and you can watch it anytime you want it. My YouTube channel is the same name, Johngora. I'm live on YouTube and live on TikTok, so you can go and watch this video over there if you want it recorded. So, my dear brothers and sisters, this is what I have a message for you today. Stop running away from pain. Find the way to solve your pain. Find the way to defeat the pain. Don't run away from pain. Find a solution. And when I say don't run away from pain, somebody will be asking me that if I'm married and my husband is cheating, my husband is beating me, why should I not run away? You see, running away from pain does not mean that it is not leaving something. Running away from pain is ending that relationship without understanding and without getting the facts right. Some people will just run away because their husbands are cheating, but they are not asking themselves this one question: why is my husband cheating? I have thought about this and so many times here in life, that sometimes your husband is cheating because of you. Sometimes your wife is cheating because of you. Sometimes it is because of your problems that these other problems are here. The pain that you are enduring today, it might be you are the cause of that pain. And running away from that pain without understanding that you are the cause, you get to repeat the same mistakes and the pain continues to bruise. And that's what we say, that you are still remaining in hell without getting yourself out of hell. Guys, don't forget to like the videos. Don't forget to leave your comments. If you have a question, you can ask, and you can always share this video with your friends as well to learn 1, 2, 3 things. I understand that there are some people who have looked for a job for so many times. You have looked for a job for years, for months. You have graduated. You see, guys, there is just something that you're not doing right. I have seen some people approach me and tell me this word, that I just need any kind of a job. I have never seen anyone succeed with any kind of a job. I know this is going to maybe hit somebody badly, or it can be contradictive. Some people might say no, but let me tell you something. One big mistake that people make when they are looking for a job is this word, like, I just want any job. That I've searched for a job until I just need any kind of job I will take. That is where people mess. That is you taking yourself to hell. A person who wants to succeed must understand what they want. You must understand what you stand for. You must understand your principles. You must understand your value. You must understand what you are capable of giving. You must understand what you are capable of receiving. And therefore, when you are capable and you understand all this, you have to understand that you are putting yourself at a level or a situation where you find what is worth your value. If you are trying every single day to tell people that just give me any kind of job, people are going to give you the least kind of job that you can talk about. But the moment you understand your value and you know what you can do, you know what kind of skills you have. In fact, you develop those skills and you improve those skills every time, you will find the right job. It will not take you a long time to find the right job. People are looking for jobs just because they have certificates. Where are the skills? You have no skills. You have no experience. You graduate and you come outside here and you're looking for a job, you want to become a manager. Somebody tells you that, you know what, there's a company that is taking interns, even though they are not paying, but they're taking interns. Can you just enroll yourself and become an intern here, get some experience? That, no, I graduated, it took me 12 years studying. Again, I had to study another 4 years. Why would I work for free? My brother, today no one is taking you without experience. And where are you going to get that experience? You are going to be an intern somewhere without being paid. Take that job, even without pay. You never know what you are going to learn in the process of doing it for free. And do it with wholeheartedly. The moment you give your heart to whatever you are doing. For example, there is one of my brother who came from Kenya just this month to Qatar. In this group, the people who came to facilitate the World Cup. And he was given a role to direction to the metro from the stadium. And this guy devoted himself and decided to do it like he gave his all while he was performing this duty. Remember, this is a guy who had gotten a visa for only 30 days, just within the time frame of the World Cup. And the moment the World Cup disappears, they were supposed to go back home. What happened to him? I know everybody has heard about the metro guy. This is what is needed. That guy was going through pain. He had no job. He had nothing to offer. He had tried diligently. He doesn't go there like, oh, now I just have to stay here and shout for 8 hours, shout for 12 hours, metro. Oh my goodness, why would somebody put me into such kind of a job? He never looked at it. He took his pain as his own and he used it diligently, smiling and making some kind of nice voice, trying to get a tune in the tone for metro. That is how people use their pain to get out of that pain that you've been suffering. Somebody's asking a question here. How do I deal with pain of people I educate and turned to be my greatest enemies? Listen, my dear brother and sister. Personally, I have people that I have helped. Before I left to Bahrain, I had a business, a good business that was doing so well. I gave it to a family member and I got nothing out of it until today. That same business that I was doing that before, I've got nothing out of it, completely nothing. Even just like $1 that I can count out of that business, I got nothing because all the stock was sold and there was no return out of that stock. So why am I trying to say this? I have never taken anyone to prison. I have never been an enemy to the people that I gave the responsibility of taking care of that business. This is what happens, my dear sister, who asked that question. The moment you put yourself in a point where you want to help people, do not help people with a heart like these people will come to say thank you. Do not help people expecting too much from them. Help people expecting too much from God, because we have a right that when we help, we ask God that, yes, I have done my part. Now it is your turn to do your part. Help people and move. Help people and disappear. Help them and disappear from their sight. The moment you help people, you educate people, you give people power, you give people jobs, and they turn against you, thank them and pray that God pays you back. Because I will tell you something, my dear brothers and sisters. People are just people. Women are women and men are men. We are all human beings. We have got weaknesses. And we are people, we are kind of human beings who always only see the weakness of others. We never see our own weaknesses. Don't always cry and, persecute people, question yourself, why am I helping these people and they're never helping me? Why am I helping them and they never even care? They never even try to think about me. They never give me their time and blah, blah, blah. No. Forget about the things that you have done right to people. And remember, God is keeping that record. God is never forget it. God is going to add abundantly into your cup. Every time you help people, you pay fees for a sister, you pay fees for your cousin or maybe somebody. Don't go telling people that, I'm the one who educated them. Just be silent, be still. Speak to God. Go back home. Tell God that, God, I've tithed. That was my tithe. I've given it free heartedly. Bless my hands. Bless the work of my hands. May I get return out of this. The job that I've been looking for, the project that I've been looking for. God, I'm doing this because what I need is not this person to tell me thank you, but what I need is that the project that I've been trying to facilitate goes through. God, I'm doing this because I have been suffering this thing inwards. I want you to get it out of me. God, I am paying school fees for this kid, not because I want this kid one day to help me, but because I want you to help my child. If I will not be there, let somebody pay for them school fees. People, we miss a lot of blessings because the moment we bless other people, we expect them to bless us back. And that is how we miss our blessings. There are some people who have had an opportunity to get big blessings. People who have had opportunity to get breakthrough with their businesses. People who have had opportunity to get breakthrough through their marriages. People who have had opportunity to get breakthrough through their education and through their families, to break the chains of drunkenness, to break the chains of drought, to break the chains of, bachelorism in their families. But the moment they go to church or the moment they decide to help somebody, they keep all their hope and everything in the help that they have given. They do not remember where they want their breakthrough to stand. See, you need a breakthrough through your business. And then the little that you have at hand, you pay school fees for your uncle's kid or your brother's child. Instead of coming back and sitting down and talking to God and telling God that, God, the breakthrough that I need in my life is my business. We forget and we keep on like, even my brother's child was sent out of school because of school fees. I just cleared for them. I've got nothing. I've just remained without anything. Last week I'm the one who helped so and so. This is how you are getting your blessings out of the way. You are denying yourself the opportunity to get the breakthrough. You see, some sacrifices that we do to make other people feel happy is always a breakthrough. I have had people come and talk about their relationships. When somebody is giving you pain in relationship, you're married to somebody or you are dating someone and they're cheating, they are giving you emotional damage. Your life is so miserable with them. Let me tell you guys, if you pray for these people, if you ask God to show you the way and you pray life into these people, you take all blessings away from them. But look how we miss our blessings. You find a man, you're dating them, they start cheating. They start, emotionally damaging you, physically damaging you. Instead of talking to God and moving out of the places from these people and finding even a coach somewhere to help you come up with the strategy on how you can move on how you can heal yourself, we go to social media. There is something here that came called social media, where everybody becomes a motivator. Everybody becomes an inspirational speaker. Everybody becomes an entertainer. You do want to use your status to tell how bad the people you are dating are. You want to show everybody how bad they are. What are you gaining from that? What are you earning from it? You are talking to people who don't even care about your relationship. You're putting your relationship in a public domain. People who don't even care whether you are happy or not in that relationship. You are putting a status indirectly to target your partner or your ex. What do you gain from it? I have learned that relationships sometimes may not lead to what we call marriage. Sometimes you'll have to break up. Sometimes this relationship might end up not working. When they don't work, do not crucify the people you are dating. Find it easy to go back and kneel down and talk to God, ask God which way forward. God is going to bless you with a good man. But people don't. People always focus on the bad side of their relationship. How this man was bad, how this woman was bad. You keep on talking, bad mouthing them. Everywhere you go, you bad mouth them. Oh, you see that idiot, you see that womanizer, you see that harlot, you see that whore. Guys, pain is there to teach us a lesson. Pain is there to teach us a lesson, and pain is there to make us better. So when pain hits you in a relationship, do not look at the pain. Ask God, why is this coming into my life? What is the sign? Give me the sign. Show me the star. I want to go reach and touch the star. Remember, some of the pains are coming from the backgrounds where we're coming from. There are some of the things that our parents and parents of our parents did that we don't even know. And these things sometimes tie us so tight that we cannot move. They did it, and the only thing that is needed is somebody to just speak against it. But because we don't want to speak against it, we are only accusing other people. Sometimes it is your parents who talk bad on you. Sometimes maybe you did something so bad and your parents cursed you. Maybe sometimes you are this lady who was sleeping in the kitchen away from their parents' house, and then you left one night and you went out to see your boyfriend. And unfortunately, your parents came, your father came to the kitchen, and you were not there. You sneaked out and you went to see your boyfriend. And your dad spoke bad words against you. And you know, when they speak bad, nobody cares. But remember, these things, we carry them. We carry them with us. You are meeting good men out there, but they turn out to be just bad people to you. When you leave them and they go find other women, they are living peaceful life. They are making good husband to these other women. And you're wondering, what's happening with me? Some of the pains in our lives were inflicted by the people who were with us before. Some of you people were so indisciplined in school that your teachers spoke curse against you. You will never go anywhere. Remember, teachers are like parents. These are pains that we carry on our back. We must always strive to understand how we can remove these pains from us. Some of you are carrying pains from your introduced you to their boyfriends, introduced you to their spouses, their husbands or their wives. And instead of you being a good person, you started dating their husbands. You sneaked and snatched their boyfriends away from them. You sneaked and snatched their girlfriends away from them. Those pain is on your back and it is walking with you. Pain is good, but pain has to teach you a lesson. My dear brothers and sisters, there is pain, and pain comes from so many ways. We must understand that things that happen out here, we must know and think deeper. Don't just lose your life. Our generation today, people are walking with a lot of burden on their back. Today, somebody just posts something on social media and people start speaking against it, and people start just abusing them, and people want to tear you down. People want to bring you down on social media for no good reason. And they do not understand that they are calling curses into their lives. You will never see greatness. You will never see peace. When you become a person who is creating pieces in other people's hearts, you cannot see your fellow woman post a picture on Instagram. You want to try so hard to find something wrong with that picture so you can comment. You want to bring their past and comment with their past just to tear them apart. This is pain, and pain that you cause to yourself will live with you forever until that time that you will realize that, I caused pain on someone else. Let me go and confess and remove this pain. This pain is going to follow you wherever you go. Some people, they are living very beautiful lives and they want everybody to know and to see. One comedian said that, you know what? Do not let your happiness be sadness to other people. Do not let your happiness harm other people. You cannot walk. You find some people who have been hungry for 1 month. They've never seen food. And you buy food and you sit in front of them, you start eating. That's why here in the Gulf, in Bahrain or any Gulf country, during Ramadan when people are fasting, you can never eat in the public. You can never go and eat food in the public. Why? Because you cannot allow your happiness harm other people's minds, attitude, peace, and whatsoever. So do not become this one person who is coming to create pieces in other people's lives. Be somebody who understands that whatever you do, even if your relationship is working so nicely, your relationship is doing so nice, don't show it to everybody. Nobody wants to understand, nobody wants to see the greatness in your relationship. People want to learn from it, but it doesn't add up. You showing us how it's great, how whatsoever. There are some friends that are just looking at you and saying that, okay, so he's good and bad. All right, that's good. He's giving you money. Oh, wow, that's pretty. The moment you will strike, you will be wondering where your man went. But your man will be feeling so good with your best friends because you told them that there was honey and milk in that home and they came for it. Guys, embrace pain. Don't run away from pain and don't cause pain on other people. Pain is an interesting thing when it comes to you. If it can help you to adjust and to become a better person, embrace it. But as much as you can avoid causing pain on other people, never cause people pain. Be a blessing to people. Be the reason why people smile. That's why my slogan is keep smiling. Guys, I'll tell you a very short story about me. And I'll tell you why. Because some people are always asking me, how did you start to inspire people? Why did you decide to be a motivator? I'll tell you a very short story, guys. Personally, I lost my parents in my teenage. And I am this person who have been brought up by well-wishers, friends to my family, mostly those friends that were so close to my mom. They're the people who brought me up. After losing my parents at teenage, life was so hard. Not very hard, but it was hard. In fact, there's a video that I shared, and sometimes people think that I just share these videos like from nowhere. But let me tell you guys, mostly those videos that you see me doing on motivation, the videos about pain, the videos about sacrifices, the videos about, getting it so hard, working so tough, I always reflect my life back. Life was not easy for me after losing my parents, but people showed me kindness. And my mom every day used to remind me and remind my siblings, why are you so sad? What is happening with you? I want to see your teeth. John, come on here. Then I'll go. And my mom was very strict. So I'll go and stand in front of mom. And she wants to instruct me to go buy something from the shop. So I will be so keen. And, I'm like, hmm? Then mom will be like, do you know how ugly you are without showing me your teeth? Learn how to show me your teeth because you look so ugly when you are. So, mom was training me to be a smiling person. And I adapted to show my teeth to every person that I met. And let me tell you something, guys. Being a smiling person, even in pain, has opened a lot of doors to me. Why I always use that slogan, keep smiling. It was hard for me to go to school, but every place I entered, every place, be it a class, be it a conference, be it an office, be it a staff room, everyone would smile because of my face. I was this guy who was brought up smiling every single time. And it was not like I could smile and my dear brothers, there was a time I could not even have my lunch. There was a time I could not have my breakfast. And there are some students, there are those people who we went to school with, even in the primary school. Some of them are, maybe they're watching here, can testify this to you. I used to ride a cycle and sometimes walk a distance of around 10 kilometers away from my home, going to school to study. And you will study from morning until lunchtime, around 1 o'clock. And you know very well that you cannot go back home for lunch and you have nothing to eat as well, you carried to school. So, what do? When people are going for lunch, you also walk as if you're going for lunch. And you will just walk, along the road and make a U-turn somewhere in between your home and school and come back. You're smiling as if you ate, but you didn't get anything to eat. You're coming back to this class with a smiling face. People are talking on what they ate. And, so the good thing with the African class, when kids were coming back, somebody brought maize, somebody brought avocado, somebody brought a mango. These are some of the things that you eat. They share with you and you eat it, but nobody knows you did not have your lunch because Am was always smiling to everybody. And because of that, every time I was getting favor, every time we entered into a class, there was no single class. If you ask the people I studied with, there was no single class that I went to without being a leader of that class. I was leading every class as the class prefect, as the class manager, as the class patron, all whatsoever. The groups, the drama club, I was heading. The reason was being the favor I was getting was giving people peace by that smile on my face. That's why I always tell people, keep smiling. Keep smiling. I am this person who smiles, but I also have my bad sides. I'm a very, very harsh person when things get tough. But before you get that harshness in me, you would have enjoyed life with me. You would have learned a lot of things from me because I keep smiling. So my parents died, and what my mom left me with was only the smile on my face. So everybody was ready to be part of my help. My uncles, my friends, my cousins, even the time I was getting a job to come to Bahrain, it was because of a friend of mine who connected me to a company that interviewed me when I was in Kenya before I came to Bahrain. Everything that you see in my life today is a result of that smile that I always say, keep smiling. This smile has opened doors for me because sometimes you go to some places where people are so angry, people are so harsh, people have a lot of problems. They don't want to listen to your problems. Some people think that when you share your problems with others, they will feel you and they will help you to get out of your problems. But this is the truth. Some people have been through problems. They don't want to listen to your problems. Personally, I saw those problems, guys. Guys, I saw those problems in my life when I was growing up. I know how it feels to walk a distance to go to school. I know how it feels to have a pant or a trouser with patches on it all over. And I know how it feels to be in a class hungry, never eaten anything, but people are talking about food. I know how it feels because I've been there. That's why, when I see someone trying to bring down the other person, I question myself that God, can you just speak something in person to understand that he might not know what this person is going through? Guys, I know what it feels not to get asleep. I used to wake up 4 a.m. in the morning with my friend Eric Omolo, and we would walk a distance of 10 kilometers going to primary school, not even high school, primary school, 10 kilometers walking on barefoot, no shoes, no sandals, nothing, just barefoot. And we used to enjoy. And you didn't have a breakfast. You woke up in the morning, you showered cold water, put your bag, it was a polythene paper. That time there were some green polythene papers. You take your books, you put in the green polythene paper, you put it on your back, and you walk. And you are so happy, you are chatting. You do not see it as a pain. But my friends, that pain prepared me to be in any kind of pain that life can give. I take it. It is not easy for me to survive in any kind of pain because it prepared me psychologically, it prepared me mentally, it prepared me to be somebody who knows how to enjoy the little that I have. One day I met a guy. I was driving my car. I have a very small car, a Suzuki Alto. So I was driving my car and then I parked my car. And this guy came to me. He's just a friend I met here in Bahrain. Then he was like, "Oh, motivator, mambo vipi?" Was speaking Swahili to me. Mambo vipi? And I'm like, "Oh, poor, poor, poor. Like, good, good. How are you, bro?" I'm good. Then he was like, "Motivator, you are above this car. I think you need to upgrade your car. You need to drive a bigger car than this." I looked at him at the face and I was like, "Bro, if at all you would have known how thankful I am to God that I'm driving my own car today, you would have not even talked about brands of car because I don't care about any brand of car. I don't care what a brand is. What I care about is, can I drive a car? Yes, I used to walk barefoot 10 kilometers just to go get education. So why would I care about a brand of a car? You see, sometimes pain is something that is very important in your life. Take pain when pain is there. Take it positively. Be happy through that pain. But pull your ear. Pull your ear and tell God that, God, once I'm out of this pain, I do not want to see any pain again in my life. And nobody in my coming generation should also see the kind of pain that I'm seeing today. The people that I used to go to school with understand me better. The people who just came into my life and knew me, like the coach, the motivator on Facebook, the motivator on TikTok, on YouTube, people might not know you. That's why sometimes I see people bringing down others. You just saw a celebrity somewhere. Yesterday, there's a footballer. There's a Kenyan footballer who lives in Qatar. He posted a photo. He went to watch a game. I think it was South Korea and Brazil, I guess. I don't know which match it was. And he posted a photo. And then some guy went and commented on that photo and said that, when I read such kind of comments, sometimes I ask myself questions like, what happened to human beings? Why are people so much concerned on where somebody should put their lives? You do not know why somebody is not wearing designer. It is not that they cannot afford. They understand. Mane one day said, Sadio Mane, who plays for Liverpool and is a Senegalese, one day said to a journalist, because a journalist asked him, he had a cracked phone, mobile phone, and he was on some interviews with the journalist, and the journalist asked him that, Sadio Mane, why would you are earning a lot of money, why don't you have a nice phone and your car also, why don't you buy some kind of nice stuff, why are you so stingy to yourself and you're not giving yourself what you're supposed to be getting? And Sadio Mane answered very correctly. Sadio Mane said that, what would I be doing with a private jet, a Lamborghini, three Mercedes Benz, four BMWs in my parking, just one person? Yet there are children who don't have shoes, who don't have school, who cannot afford a meal back in Senegal. There was a time that I could not even have a shoes to put on my legs. There was a time that we went without food in my family. So why would I not see my back and waste money on things that will not add up to other people? I am here to make peace. When I play football, I entertain people and I make the whole world happy. And when I earn out of this, the return of my earnings must also make other people happy. So, guys, strive to make yourself happy, strive to make other people happy. This is what life is all about. Use your pain to make yourself happy and to make other people also happy. And when you're walking, please be kind and keep smiling. Your smile can open doors and everything. Guys, this smile that I always tell you here made me to go through high school without, paying almost half of the total fees that is paid for 4 years, because the school knew very well I couldn't afford it. But because of my smile, because of my kindness, because of my hard work, because of my consistency, because of going through that hardship of walking and becoming a leader and understanding how things work, I became a leader in high school. And the principal said that because you're a leader, we cannot send you back home. You cannot stay home because you don't have school fees. What you will do is you will pay what you can afford. And that's it. And you will study. When I heard that, I went down and I teared down and I thanked God for it. And I said, God, I have to work hard and get something that is greater here. When I went out of high school, I was the first head prefect in the school to perform better than any other person had performed before me. Because people had understood that the moment you become a head prefect in school, you cannot study, you cannot perform. So that is the thing I wanted to break, and that is what I broke. And that is how your pain makes you a better person. Guys, do not look at your pain. Look at how you can get a solution through your pain. I never had school fees. I never cried to anybody. I never went somewhere crying. Like, I don't have school fees. Please help me pay my school. No, I just went to school. I worked hard. When schools were closed, I went and worked. Earned some money, earned pocket money, earned some little money. My uncles gave me some little money. I got half of the school fees. All my entire 4 years, I paid half of what was supposed to be paid. And after finishing my school and I started teaching as an untrained teacher, I taught, I saved money, and one day I walked to the high school where I used to study, and I asked the principal, sir, how much I can pay? The principal asked me, why do you want to, this one we did it because you are working for us. You are a head prefect, you did your job perfectly. Why do you have to do this? I said no. Because you gave me chance to study without sending me home, without giving me a hard time. It was painful. I went and worked and saved money, and this is how much I can pay. He almost teared. He looked at me and he talked blessings. Guys, use your pain to get blessings. Do not use your pain to get sympathy. Use your pain to get blessings, not sympathy. Sympathy is not going to help you. Sympathy is not helping anyone. Sympathy is like Panadol. When you take Panadol, it only kills the pain. It doesn't treat you. So sympathy is only going to remove the pain. It won't help you in your life. Be careful with your lives, guys. When pain is there for you, when you see pain in front of you, don't cry for sympathy. Face that pain. Work through it. Enjoy working through pain. Smile through pain. Those people where you're working, they are giving you a hard time. Stop even discussing it. Discuss it with God. I know some people who are here watching me right now, you're working in houses as house managers, and it is terrible. One of them here is a very great fan of me. I don't know whether she's watching right now. She was always, she came to me, she's working in Saudi, and she's one of my students. She came to me and she told me, Coach, I don't know. The children in this house don't love me. Every time they can just get into the kitchen and make everything dirty. I've been trying, I even report them to the parents, but the parents talk to them, but they don't listen. I told her, my sister, the parents to these kids can do nothing. You do not have to report them to their parents because the parents will do nothing. If a child is doing something, remember that they know their parents can do nothing. A disciplined child will not walk with mud on the floor that you have just mopped. A disciplined child will not take the plates that you have washed and throw outside. They will not do that. So you trying to report them to their parent is trying to run away from the pain. Go and report them to God. Kneel down and ask God, why did God remove you all the way from Kenya to bring you to suffer such kind of suffering? When they throw those plates, take the plates, don't argue, go back and wash the plates and put them on the sink. If they throw it again, go do it. And don't cry, don't talk to them, don't fight with them, go fight with God. Because it is God who has put you. If He cannot answer you, my dear brother and sister, I bet you can take millions from me. But I so believe that when you ask God, and you don't ask those people, you don't fight with them, you get your solution. So she told me, but how do I do this, Coach? Coach, it is unbearable. Me, I don't know what to do. I feel like I don't know. I need to jump and die. I told her, calm down. Just calm down. Be friends to these people. What do these kids love? Why are they like doing all this? They eat and they throw food. I told them that, what? There is something you are doing that is not right. Stop reporting these kids to their parents. And just do whatever you can do. Even if they make clothes dirty, they do whatever. Just work and talk to God. I told her, just take 1 week and do what I'm telling you. And that is what she did. Today, as we speak, they are friends. They work together. These kids help her to wash plates. These kids eat and put the food in trash. The parents are even wondering how comes the kids are more disciplined than before. She was thinking about, leaving this job and canceling her contract and go back home. But her sponsors are even demanding that she signs another contract because she has brought peace in the house. You see, sometimes some of our girls, where you are in Saudi, in Kuwait, in Dubai, whatsoever, some of you people suffer because you do not know where help is. Help is in you, in your pain, and in God. If you understand these three things, the pain, whenever you see pain, there is a blessing coming through it. Ask God, why is this pain coming? Work through pain, move through that pain. A lot of things and marvelous things are going to come through it. But the problem is the moment pain appears, we become loud. You want the whole world to know that kids are throwing plates out after you've washed. You want to know the whole world to know that, this woman in this house is beating me, is doing that. No, the whole world is not going to help you. Help is only going to come from God and from you yourself. God is going to make you get that help. If it is a situation where the help cannot come and you have to leave, you will see miracles. How God is going to bring somebody who will get you out of that house. May God bless you guys. It is late, we have to sleep. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for listening to me and watching my videos and sharing those videos. Those who came late and missed this conversation, it is available on YouTube. You can always go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and follow every live and videos that I post on this channel. My YouTube channel is Johngora, and I hope you guys were blessed. If I talked something that was not right for you, if I talked something that, touched on your feet and you didn't feel good about it, may you find peace in your heart to forgive me, because I'm a human being just like you are. I can mess. My word maybe might say a word that is not something good to your ears. If it was something bad to you guys, I ask that you find peace in yourself to forgive me, so that it doesn't create enmity between me and you. I'm here only to share the experience that I have and the things that can help both of us to accelerate our lives. All right? Thank you, Justin K Official, for sending that good vibe. So subscribe to Johngora on YouTube, the motivator on YouTube. You will never regret. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me shout out you guys before we go. On YouTube, I can see Sandra Tamboga and Shiven Achan watching. Okay, only those who sent comment I can see. Cynthia Martha, thank you. You've been blessed. Judy, amen. Thank you. Rebecca, thank you. Niemi, thank you. Flower Eve, thank you so much. Odeke Phoebe, thank you. Niamei, thank you. Judy, thank you as well. Judy Eve. Miss B, thank you. It was a great conversation, guys. May God bless you, and may God lift you, and God keep giving you grace. And Mr. John, you are too much. Hassan Ubwaro, what did I do, Hassan? What did I do? Tell me, brother. Tell me what is this too much? What bad thing did I do? Thank you, Sunset. Genyo Ugab, thank you as well. Hi, handsome face smile. Thank you for recognizing that smile. That is my trademark, guys. I've talked about it here. If you did not watch this video, you might know. Where do you come from? I am a Kenyan by birth. You are so lucky that I answered that question. But guys, I don't like this is always, I call it rude way of asking people their place where they come from. I've taught here before that if you want to ask somebody where they come from, the best way to say is always that, hey, I'm from Ghana, where are you from? But you don't just approach somebody that you don't know and then where do you come from? That is so rude. Okay, that is so rude, guys. It is always like, I am from Ghana. What about you? I'm from America. What about you? I'm from, China. What about you? I'm from Kuwait. What about you? That is always the best way to start a conversation with people. Conversation etiquette also, we'll talk about this. I'll plan a topic one day to help you guys understand how you can approach somebody that you don't know and with them and find something that you want from them. There are people who have had, let me give this example. Yesterday night, a lady sent me a message on Instagram, and I don't know if I have, no, unfortunately I don't have my phone here. A lady sent me a message, and the message was reading that I am a certain name. I don't want to mention name, guys. I am this and this. Please send me bus fare because tomorrow I'm going for an interview. And that was her first time, because when I checked my Instagram, I realized that she followed me 2 minutes ago. And immediately after following me, she sent me a message that I should send her a bus fare. She's going for an interview the next day. So even if I was an angel, I cannot do that. See, I don't know you. You don't know me. And then, I said, like, let me just be kind and ask her, but how did you get to ask for money from me? Then she said that, no, I just saw you on TikTok and I came to your Instagram because this is where I can send you a message. I told her, have we met anywhere or have we ever had a talk or a chat? That no, I only see your video on TikTok. And I asked her, through those videos, have you ever seen any video where I sponsor people with bus fare or money or something like that? Then she said, no, I just need because I'm in need tomorrow. I'm going for an interview. And then I just replied, because guys, sometimes I'm also rude, okay? But you guys forgive me for being rude. I told her that unfortunately, um, I'm not in position to do that because I do not think like I have to take responsibility of you. I do not know you. I'm not your husband. I'm not your brother. I'm not your sister. But I'm a brother on TikTok. I'm a brother on Instagram. So I don't know whether you are a woman, you are a man, you are a robot. So even people who send me messages on Messenger, like, I want this, how do I just do that? I will be doing a video here to tell you people how you can get bus fare from me. Yeah, if you approach me well and my pocket is good, why not? But if you don't know how to approach me, you can never get it. So asanteni sana, thank you so much, guys. Take care of yourself. Let's meet again some other time when we have opportunity to speak. May God bless you and take good care of yourselves. Keep smiling. Keep smiling, guys. Keep smiling. There's a lot of people are here for shout out. I'm watching.